Today at your desk, you're going to have a square slab of clay. You're going to have a popsicle stick that you're going to get out of your toolkit that's in the middle of the table. You're going to have a bowl of slip, which is our glue that we're going to use to glue our pieces together, and a toothbrush. The sheet of paper that you see on the screen is at your desk. It's been laminated, so you cannot use the clay on top of that paper. That is just to measure with. All you need to do is make your pieces and then measure it against the diagram on the paper. So we're going to take our popsicle stick today. We're going to hold it in our fist. Okay, we're going to take our popsicle stick, we're going to hold it in our fist, we're going to put our thumb on the flat side, and we're going to put our finger on the skinny side. And we're going to use it like a knife. We're going to push down on our finger, and we're going to cut our clay in half. We're going to make 2 rectangles. Set one of those rectangles to the side, turn the other rectangle landscape. Then we're going to cut that rectangle in half. That gives us 2 squares and 1 rectangle. You're going to set that rectangle to the side. We're going to take both squares and we are going to roll them into balls. 2 spheres of clay is what we're looking for. Use your hands, roll it, smash it, squish it into a ball. They should be equal in size. Now we're going to take the side of our fist, that meaty part of our fist, and we're going to pound this into a cookie. We're going to gently tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, turn it around. 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 Now we're going to check it. It's not quite big enough, so we're going to keep tapping. 1, 2, 3, turn it around. 1, 2, 3, turn it around. 1, 2, 3, turn it in a circle. We're going to keep doing that until our cookie fits either inside or just outside that circle. I know there are 2 circles on my handout, but we only need 1 circle today. So I'm going to take some slip and I'm going to smooth out my edges with my finger. Okay, and I'm going to set that to the side. The next thing we're going to do is take our rectangle. We're going to squish and smack that into a ball about the size of a baseball. Then we're going to make a long oval. It's going to look like an egg. It's going to fit inside the oval on our handout. So we're going to use our fist and tap it gently until you get an oval. You're going to keep checking your size. You don't want it to be too big or too thin. It needs to be the thickness of your pinky finger. Okay, now that I have my oval just the right size, I'm going to copy this triangle that is drawn. So I'm going to cut the top of my egg off, and then I'm going to draw the long lines of my triangle down to the center. And I'm going to pick the center of my egg and make a little mark. And I'm going to draw one side of my cone and then the other side of my cone, setting my extra pieces to the side. Now there are some pieces of doily at your desk. You're going to take those doilies, you're going to lay it on top of your clay and you're going to pat it. You're going to need to pat it a little firm. You're going to kind of use your hand like a paddle. You're going to kind of push it down into the clay, not hard, just gently. And when you lift it up, you will have the pattern on your ice cream cone. All right, now we're going to have to use our slip. That's that creamy liquid that is in the doggy bowl. We're going to scratch our ice cream scoop, and we're going to scratch our cone, and we're going to put those two sticky sides together. Double sticky makes it super sticky. So we have to scratch and slip and score both pieces of clay to get them to stick together. Now I'm going to make the little smush. You know the little piece right there at the top of the ice cream cone where the ice cream kind of smushes over the edge of your ice cream cone and it's the first thing you lick off whenever you're getting ready to eat it? Well, I'm going to make a little worm. About as thick as your thumb. It needs to be pretty thick. But we're going to make that, and we're going to push our thumbs into the clay to flatten it out and make it kind of ruffly. Then I'm going to take the slip, and I'm going to smooth out any cracks that I might see. Rubbing that clay very gently with my slip-covered finger. Now, I'm going to slip and score on my ice cream cone. I'm going to slip and score on the back side of my smush. And I'm going to place it and kind of gently press it into my ice cream cone. Now, you can take your extra clay and you can make anything you want for your ice cream cone. I'm going to slip and score, and I'm going to stick some sprinkles on my ice cream cone. And then I might do a cherry on top. Or you could do candies. Or you could do M&Ms. Or you could do little, what are they called? Kisses. Little Hershey Kisses. You could do a swirl of whipped cream. You can do anything you want on your ice cream cone. If you accidentally smush your clay and you ruin your pattern, you can always go back and do your pattern again, because I kind of did that. I messed my pattern up, so I went ahead and pushed that lace back down into the clay. But you can decorate yours any way you want, but you need to make sure you slip and score every piece before you put it on your clay, or it will not stick. 2 super stickies make it extra sticky. 2 stickies make it extra sticky. So slip and score every single time. Now I'm going to put a cherry on mine. So I made a little tiny ball, a little marble of clay. I took that skewer out of the toolkit and I made a hole in the top. And then I dip my stem in the slip and I stick it down in that hole in the top of my cherry. And then I'm going to curl my stem kind of in a loop so that it holds to itself. Because if your stem is just hanging out there, it's liable to get knocked off. So I'm going to smooth it out with the slip so that it doesn't crack. And then I am going to slip and score and put my cherry on the top of my ice cream cone. Now, on the back of your ice cream, we need to put your ID number and your teacher's initials. So if you haven't had those marked yet, you need to bring it to your teacher and have those put on the back so that we can give it back to you so you can glaze it next time.